Hey guys, how you doing? This is Wade, and this is Coco. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about GameStop and the madness that is surrounding Robinhood and these hedge funds and all this crazy stuff that's going on right now. Thanks so much for finding me. My name is Wade Garrett, and on my channel I talk about real estate investing, self-storage, creating passive income, and investing in general to help you retire sooner rather than later. And so, real fast, I've got to get into this content because it's so crazy. I mean, part of me, of course, I'd love to get into some of the speculation, some of the crazy stuff about how Robinhood basically stopped allowing anyone to buy any more shares of GameStop. GameStop was on this crazy tear. What is it, 1,200% up just this month, just in 2021. And they basically froze all trades if you wanted to buy additional GameStop shares, but they still were letting hedge funds purchase the shares. So it's ridiculous. It's really crazy that they thought that they could get away with something like this. And so, I really don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into the speculation and how these hedge funds, they lost billions of dollars. And Steve Cohen, he's one of the big hedge fund managers for his hedge fund Point 72, how he gave money to Melvin Capital, and Steve Cohen coincidentally happens to be on the board of directors at Robinhood. I'm not going to get into any of that stuff. What I do want to talk about, though, I want to talk about what is a short and what is a short squeeze, because I bet there's a lot of people that are out there that are really trying to figure out what this thing is. Why is there so much of this price action and the stock like flying up to insane levels? And so that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about that. I want to cover it in this video. And if you like this video, subscribe, comment, and let me know, what do you think about the current situation? What do you think about what's going on? Do you have any GameStop stock? I hope you do. I wish I did. And but subscribe, comment, and like on the video. I really appreciate it. So let's get into the content and let's talk about what exactly is a stock short and what is a short squeeze. All right, so let's get into this. What exactly is a short? What does it mean when you are shorting a stock? So I want to keep it really simple. So basically what you're doing is it's when an investor thinks that a stock is going to be dropping in price. And so what the investor does is that the investor will basically borrow stock from a lender. For example, it could be a brokerage firm like Fidelity or Charles Schwab, or any of those brokerage firms that you guys know of and have heard of. And then what they do is they will sell that stock to another investor, just on the open market. And then how they basically make money when they're doing this short is that when it is falling, and after it has fallen and dropped, they basically will buy the stock at this reduced price. And then after they buy it, they basically are going to be returning the stock to the original lender that let them borrow the stocks. So they're basically borrowing these stocks, hoping that they will be dropping and basically profiting on that kind of arbitrage, right? And so that's basically what a short is. All right, so now I want to cover what a short squeeze is. So basically, we already covered what a stock short is. A short squeeze is all about what is currently available. And so what I want to show you real fast. So we have the investor stock. So basically, this is stock that has already been purchased by investors they're holding those shares and they are not planning on selling those shares, okay? And now there's only a certain amount of shares that are available to trade for any stock, right? And so for GameStop, for example, the number of shares that were available to trade were much lower compared to other companies from the onset. And so what happens in a short squeeze is basically these available stock on the open market, these end up disappearing or becoming basically very, very, very low quantities. And so there's hardly anything that can be basically borrowed and shorted. And when that happens, what happened in this situation was that the hedge funds, they basically had shorted, so which means that they sold billions of these shares of billions of dollars worth of these GameStop shares, and because they thought that the market was going to be tanking, what ended up happening though is that all of these small individual investors just held the stock. And when you end up shorting a stock, you have to end up paying the lending brokerage, basically the brokerage that ended up letting you borrow those shares. You have to pay them an interest. You have to pay them interest on the stocks, and I believe that it changes on a daily basis. So these hedge funds were paying, huge amounts of money on a daily basis just in interest, and then on top of that, the available stock that was becoming available, the price was just getting higher and higher because there's so much supply, there's so much demand for the stock, and so basically that ended up making this price for GameStop spike, like you saw in the chart earlier in this video. So this basically is what a short squeeze is. And some of you might remember in 2008, Volkswagen had a bit of a short squeeze. It wasn't nearly as crazy as this one, as GameStop, but I think in a month in the fall in 2008, it went up almost 300% for Volkswagen. I think close to like €1,000. So so these happen once in a while in markets, and yeah, and so this is basically what a short squeeze is. So I really hope that helped you guys learn about what a stock short is and what a short squeeze is for stocks, okay? And I know there's so much craziness that's going on surrounding this, and there's going to be congressional hearings, I heard, and you know how news is. As soon as I publish this out on YouTube, I'm sure that it's going to be outdated as far as the news goes, but as far as the educational information about what a stock short is and what a short squeeze is, you'll be able to watch this video in way into the future, so you can just get a really quick, simple understanding about what stock shorts are and what those short squeezes are. Okay, so I hope everybody has a great end of their week and a great Friday tomorrow, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Again, if you like this kind of content, subscribe, comment, and let me know, what do you think about this situation that's going on with GameStop and the hedge funds, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. And again, I hope that you guys got some of that GameStop and you're able to cash in and make some really great profit. And so until the next video, take care, and I'll see you then.